This is a brand new installation of RaspBMC. Haven't done anything with it yet other than set the language when it was initially prompted when the program opened. All of my media is actually on a NAS so that you'll see me point to it. First thing we need to do is install a skin that will support playlists at startup and that. So first thing we'll do is go into System, Appearance, Skin. We'll get more. First time run. Okay. And let's scroll down and get AeonNox is one of them. It's fairly light skin for Raspberry Pi, and it's got a lot of extras. So we'll go ahead and install that. I'll pause the camera until it's done downloading. So it's automatically installing some add-ins down there in the bottom right corner. So we'll go ahead and switch to the skin. And let's see, yes, we want to keep this. Alrighty, and we'll just escape out. So next we'll install our ScreenSaver add-in. So we're just going to backspace out of here, go down to add-ins, get add-on, xbmc.org add-ons, and we want it for ScreenSaver. And we want this one here, Slideshow ScreenSaver by Team XBMC. So we'll go ahead and install that. I'll pause this until it's done. Alrighty, looks like that's installed. So we're not going to configure it quite yet. So let's back out of here because we've actually got to go out and add our picture folder. So we'll just get out of this. Go to the main menu over here into Pictures. Yep. And what are we doing here? It's looks like the skin is building the menu system. So go back over to Pictures and add pictures. And it's a Samba share I'm looking for here. It's in my work group. Server, and I put it in media library, I believe, and it's prompting me for the login to my Synology NAS. Now, if you can't get this far, it's a situation with Synology. I don't know if it affects any other NASs, but you actually have to enable the guest account. It's strange, and once I did that, everything worked. No other system on my network do I have to do that with, including my Windows XBMC. It's just something to do here with RaspBMC. So let's go ahead and log in. Alrighty, and we want it to remember it. We'll click OK, and that's the folder. Click OK, and looks like down at the bottom here we can go ahead and rename that if we want. I'm just going to leave it. So we'll just click OK, and there it is. So let's back out of this, and we'll go and add our music. And for those of you who want to start music with the XBMC slideshow, so we got music add-ons. We're going to add music. We're going to browse. Choose work group again. That's server 2 I want. Put them in here, and music picture frame is what I'll use. And we'll click OK. And sure the name is good, click OK. We can go ahead and and the music to the library. So if we don't do this, you see over here where it's dimmed out library mode, we can't get at it. It's because the music hasn't been scanned yet. So we'll click C and then go down to scan item to library. And I've only got a few songs in there, so this won't take that long at all. Okay, so that's done. So now we can arrow over. You can see library mode is now enabled, or we can get into that mode. And what we want to do here is scroll down to playlists. Oops, went too far. Come on, where did it go here? Jumped over to the right, didn't see that. Alright, playlists. And then we want new smart playlists. And songs is fine for me. Name of the playlist, I'm just going to call this, actually let's call this All Music. Alrighty, and we're going to add, and we'll add a path. Oops, went too far. That contains, let's browse. There's our music pick frame folder that we added before. We'll click OK. Arrow over to the right, click OK again. And then we're going to go down. Oops, we've got to go to the left first, and then we'll arrow down. No limit is good. Order by random. And then let's click OK. And we'll click Done. There we go. So there's our new playlist, All Music. So we can go ahead and escape out of this, or backspace out. So next we need to get back into settings. And we're going to go into add-ons, enabled add-ons, screensaver, slideshow, configure, and we want to change this to image folder, and we'll go ahead and pick our folder, which is the one we called photos before. Click OK. And then of course you can choose how long you want each photo to be on screen for, and the effect you can choose that. I'll just leave it to pan and zoom. Go down to additional. So we've got some settings here. Random order, the default is good. I happen to want to display the image name, so not the folder name, just the file name. You've got other choices here as well. And then if we go over here, display, if you're going to do music with the slideshow, I wouldn't do this. If this is all you're going to use your Raspberry Pi for, display music info during audio playback. I don't think you want that happening during a slideshow. So we're done in here. We'll go ahead and click OK. Let's get out of this, backspace out. Let's go up. We've got to do one other thing here in appearance for the pictures. And arrow over. We're going to change it from dim to slideshow. And we're going to go to change this to 1 minute. Like I said, there's no seconds. It just if I keep going, it just goes to 60 minutes. So unless somebody knows a tweak to do seconds, we could set it to 0 second or 1 second, and then it would immediately start playing as soon as it boots up. And you've got to be sure that this thing is off. Use virtualization if playing audio. Otherwise, if you intend to play music with your slideshow and have that start like I just showed you how to set up, it's going to be a problem. So we'll turn that off and back out. Now we'll do our music. Let's go into appearance, skin settings, extras, and here's where we can tell it to enable a playlist at startup. So this is where it's going to know to start playing music upon boot up. And so there's the only playlist that we have, the All Music one that we just created, and we'll click OK. We'll back out of here. the home window, set up AeonNox main folder. So I want to turn a few things off here because they're just annoying to me since I'm not going to be using them. So let's kill movies, let's kill TV shows on the main menu, live TVs, and scroll down. There shouldn't be anything left here. Videos, we'll go ahead and, we'll go ahead and get rid of that too. What else we got? Apps, let's get rid of those. System I'll leave there. Power will leave. Favorites, don't see any reason for now to have those on the menu. Weather, I'll show you why I want to leave weather on there. Concerts, we'll get rid of that. Okay, so let's escape out of there. And then speaking of weather, let's go ahead and add in a weather app. So we'll go to add-ons, get add-on, weather, and it boils down to personal preference. I like the weather underground, so we're going to go ahead and choose that one and install it. So looks like that's installed now. Let's hit enter on it, configure, go ahead and enable it, pick our first location. There we are, so we set that. Okay, so we can escape out of this. And as you can see, our menu is a lot stripped down now. Very nice. When we were in system, we were in standard mode, by the way, so if I go back into appearance here, you can see in the bottom left corner it says standard. So we can hit enter on that and change it to advanced, and we get a lot more settings to play around and tweak with, but we're not going to get into those right now. But what I'd like to do here is go down to services and enable a couple things. So over here I want to allow control of XBMC via UPnP, and I want to change the name as well. Pick frame again. Enter. Okay, we're done with that. Go over. Allow, and we want allow programs on other systems to control XBMC. I want that in so I can use my iPhone to control it. And I believe we have to have AirPlay on in order to do that as well. And their Samba client is fine. So we'll back out of this. I thought of one other setting I want to do here. Go into System, and Audio Output, and normalization levels on down mix. So we want to make sure that that's on. Keeps everything at the even volume there. So let's get out of that. We're going to go down here to reboot, and what's nice about this is we'll actually get to see it in action as it boots. If it turns out this takes a while, I'll fast forward. Should start playing music and a slideshow. Slideshow will start 1 minute after boot up. The music will start immediately. And there the music starts to play. So as soon as we see a visualization here, when you actually see the menu, I'm going to stop it so we don't get into music copyright infringements. So you can see it's playing there. So I'm just going to stop it. It would continue to play right through the slideshow. Once again, just to avoid the copyright ninjas. And I set up weather, by the way, just because this is going to be sitting on our mantle. This is a 19-inch TV we're using for the picture frame. They can take a quick peek at the weather if they wanted. Use their iPhone, of course. And there we go, the picture slideshow starts. So once again, wish it would start immediately upon boot up, but for me it's not that big of an issue. For others it might be. Thanks for watching.